Coming a little bit late. I don't know how the quality of this is going to be. My laptop completely just got a virus and pretty much done for yesterday. Tried to fix it. No such luck. So I'm rolling on this old HP computer. Man, I've had this thing for like at least 10 years. I mean, it's slow. It had a bunch of viruses and corrupt files. I'm surprised it still works, man. It's rolling on like less than dial-up speed, in all honesty. So this video may not be too good, may not look too good. We'll see. Anyways, just want to talk about the fights last night real quick. Abraham Taylor and Froch, or no, yeah, Abraham Taylor and Froch Dirrell. First up, we had Arthur Abraham versus Jermain Taylor. You know, first thing I want to say is, regardless of the way the fight ended, I thought Jermain Taylor fought a very disciplined fight throughout. You know, he used that jab. I can't say effectively. I mean, he was active. I don't think he gassed out late in the fight like he has recently. But the jab wasn't doing much damage. It was keeping Arthur Abraham away. But he didn't follow it up with that right hand. There was like 2 times in the fight I recall where he actually followed the jab with the right. And it was pretty effective with that, 1-2 combination. But for some reason, he was just content to flick that jab out there and keep Abraham at bay. And it just didn't have enough of an effect to really stop Abraham's offense from taking over at times throughout the fight, whenever Abraham would, go in his burst of offense or whatever. The low blow point deduction, I could see that happening. He did get warned, it was incidental, but, that's the rules of the game, I guess. As far as the fight itself, going into the 12th, I think it was pretty clear that Abraham had pulled the head. He wasn't dominating, but when he did get in close and land his shots, they were more effective, the more effective punches, both to the head and body. And it was kind of evident on Jermain Taylor. And, it looked like he was just going to ride out the decision to the end, and Jermain just got caught with that big straight right, I believe it was. Put him out instantaneously, man. Vicious knockout, almost frightening knockout the way Taylor looked and the way he was on the canvas, kind of just laid out, but appears to be all right, so that's for the best. What can I say, man? Abraham looked really good, slow starter as always, but effective once he gets going. It'll be interesting to see how he fares against a guy like Kessler, who I believe he has next. Oh no, Dirrell's next. A guy that I think he has Kessler in the last round, maybe, I'm not for sure, but no, he has Froch. But either way, it'll just be interesting to see how he fares against a different style. But did enough to win here, obviously, so we'll see what's next for him. Moving on, Call Froch, Andre Dirrell. I picked Froch to win this. I didn't think Dirrell would be able to deal with the experience factor and all that stuff, and also just being on the big stage. Well, for the most part, he did all right. Although at times he definitely lost his focus. Just kind of lost his head in there, complaining to the ref and stuff. It's not going to do any good on it, honestly. So, but he did it anyway. For the fight itself, actually, I thought Dirrell pulled out. I didn't really judge it because I got so caught up in all the stuff all the stuff that was going on, the scraps, the throws, the penalties, the warnings. I got caught up in all that, so I didn't score it. I just thought Dirrell was more effective throughout the fight. I don't think Froch ever really got anything going. He did land some good punches here and there, but I thought for the most part, Andre Dirrell was the ring general, so to speak, in there. Had the fight going his way, and even at times when it was going more Froch's way, it seemed like Dirrell was getting the better of it. So, I don't know. It was a close fight. I wouldn't say it was a robbery by any stretch. Although I thought 150-112 was a little bit wide. But for the most part, I just thought Dirrell was more effective. Especially in the early rounds. Moving and landing, you could tell Froch was very frustrated with some of the antics, like the throwing and the hitting behind the head. If you're going to take a point from Dirrell for holding, I definitely think you should dock Froch a point for hitting behind the head and just some of the other little dirty tricks he was flying in there. But, that didn't happen. I felt bad for Dirrell because he thought he had won the decision as well, but he didn't get it. The good thing is he's guaranteed to get a good fight in the next round against Arthur Abraham. But in Germany, he's going to have to really put the foot to the gas, late in the fight to make sure he wins definitively to get the decision. Either way, I don't know how much farther Froch is. I know he's going to be in this tournament, but I don't think I see him making it to the final, coming out on top. At the moment, I favor Kessler and Abraham, especially since Abraham already has that extra point for the knockout. So I could see those two guys getting it on in the final. But for this fight, I just thought Dirrell was effective, except for when he lost his head in there, complaining to the ref, getting hit. You can't complain to the ref. There's no timeouts in boxing. Unless it's for a mouthpiece or a low blow. So you kind of just got to fight and complain in between rounds or whatever. But, Froch just looked sloppy, couldn't catch up to Dirrell. Dirrell, a lot of credit to Dirrell for the late rounds. Championship rounds, 10, 11, 12, really stood down and sat down on his punches and really just kind of let his hands go. Didn't try to coast even if he thought he had the decision in hand. So I thought Dirrell should have got the decision, maybe 7-5 as far as rounds, but that wasn't the case. We'll see how these guys fare coming up in the other fights. All the guys that fought last night, Jermain Taylor's the one that got to have the most questions about and worries about going forward. Has no easy breaks coming up if he continues on with Ward and Kessler, but we'll see. That's pretty much it for now. Hopefully I'll be able to do some more videos soon. I'm planning on getting a new laptop on Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. But until then, until next time, y'all, I'm out.